Okay, we're doing the species of Aufeyne.
What's a species?
What's a species?
So just now you may have heard me ask, what's a species? Well, you may be more confused as to, what's Aufeyne. Aufeyne is our fantasy world, and we have built a lot of species for it. Today, the Elf, the guy that just talked in the beginning, is presenting them. Enjoy.
Okay, and today we have thanks to Dain and M and Arne and me and SJ and Form for the art.
By the way, I'm Anto. I'm here with ZL, who's the one presenting.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Dain. I do all the art. Don't let these people confuse you. Okay? Don't let them deceive you.
No.
Arne?
That is true.
Yep, I am Arne. I claim to do work, but I never really work. The complete opposite of Dain.
Okay, hi, I'm M. I used to do some artworks, and right now, at this exact moment, I'm working on the avatar, so you guys gonna see in the next videos. Probably. I hope.
Not right now. In the future.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I am me. Ooh, I did the underline wrong. Yeah, I write most of the videos. Okay, our first species is the Ancients. You can see him here.
Is he really ancient, though?
Yes, they are the mysterious precursors which once inhabited the rules. They created the system of magic, which I believe we have a short on. Link it in the up there.
Like and subscribe. Like and
subscribe. They went to space, which you can see back here.
Whoa. Is that actually space? Not a
That
simulation?
is space. That is space. Look, you can see the planet. It has rings, which sometimes we forget about.
It's round though.
It is round.
Oh, right, because it's a fantasy world.
We got a flat Aufeyne over here.
No. Aufeyne is obviously round, but
Right.
Earth isn't. Come on.
I see.
Well, okay. I have a theory, right?
Yeah.
Go on.
Aufeyne, the planet was flat, then the ancient, and then they made it round.
Why would the ancients do that?
Because they hate God.
Okay, they're generally believed to be extinct. They're not around no more. But no one really knows what they look like, so we just have this mysterious cloaked figure that's on the bottom here. They were probably shapeshifters. All that remains are a bunch of... We don't know for sure. All that survives is a bunch of ancient ruins and faded statues and such. That brings us to our first proper species, dragons. Them here.
Dragons.
That's a whole lot of them.
We got a whole lot of them. So they're big reptiles with 6 limbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are the largest and least populous of the intelligent, sapient, sentient. So what you know what I mean?
The smart creatures.
Yes.
I need a definition on Sophont.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure. It comes up in some sci-fi novels to refer to like humans and all the aliens and robots and stuff. I think it means all of these words are basically just. We thought this was a good definition for it. Then we realized the animals were smarter than we thought, so we went with this one. Then we realized the animals were smarter than we thought. Then we went with this one, and then we went. It just keeps going.
Yeah, we keep finding out animals are way too smart.
So we have to come up with new words to make us different. Yeah, you get the idea though. They're pretty big. You can see human for scale down there. They're pretty pretty dangerous as associated. You can see this guy, smaller than this part, so not good for him. Not good for him.
You can see the hand also.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they're also mostly wizards.
He's smaller than
because
the...
they live for a very long time and can learn
Yeah.
to do magic.
Who the? Wait, he is smaller than the book.
He
Who
is
printed
smaller
that
than
motherfucker?
Presumably, the dragon wrote the book. I'd assume.
Yeah, but where are you getting the trees to make that paper? You know, you know what I mean? That's a big book.
Yeah.
Well, that comes
They're
up later.
wizards, bro.
What's on his other hand?
It's like I don't know. It's a bottle of wine or something.
It's a tiny bottle. Well, for him, it's a tiny
The bottle is
right?
like
no,
half
it's-
the size of this guy.
It's
That.
like a Coca-Cola, you know?
Yeah.
This is like one of the mini ones you get at the shop.
Okay, they're also very varied, as you can see here. We got
Blue Eyes White Dragon. red dragon, kelp dragon,
Shut up.
ugly dragon, and blue dragon. It's true.
Okay, that's because they're highly adaptive when they're young and will change as they grow. For an extreme example, a dragon born in a cave might never really grow proper wings. It might be more like snake-like. And here we have a map of where you might find your dragons. Most of them are the highest concentration is in this sort of area, and then they get kind of less as you go away. Up in the north, it's pretty cold, so there's not many up there because they are still reptiles, or down here.
Also, you'd imagine, they gotta eat a lot, and there's nothing to eat up there.
They
like
are
polar bears.
hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, Anto, the brown dragon. That reminds me of your mom.
Does Ento's mom have a necklace of corpses? Is that a thing there?
When she's really angry, ZL.
She's feeling
when
angry?
Really,
All right.
yes, when she's feeling
Alright.
angry. But I love how Arne was like, yeah, I heard him say that dragon was ugly. Let me think of a joke. By the way, leave the slide back. That's your mom.
I wanted to say it previously, but you said it first.
All right, then. Moving.
Like
Next
sweetest time.
We have the dwarves. They're little guys, but pretty
I love him.
big and hairy.
Big old beard.
They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice. You can start to you can start to especially see how our art style has changed over time. This was the first one we drew, then this guy, and lastly, this one was from one of our recent videos again. Right there. Always be plugging. Always be plugging. They're often pretty wide. You can see here. This guy's pretty.
Well, I like them boys wide,
Yeah.
That's
this
what she
guy's
said.
too.
Yeah, boy.
These
Why
ones,
only the
not
boys?
so much. Not so much.
I also like the girls, but they look like boys. I'm saying boys.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So they're also very strong, and they can really sense vibrations, which they call a stone sight. Lets them kind of see in the dark, move through caves and such. When you hear things, it's when the air vibrates. They can also hear things when the ground vibrates. Is basically what that is.
Yeah,
Big
but
old
can you
feet.
imagine that? Like, someone's like in the other room, doing the do, and you just have to hear them.
Having
Compared
a
to that.
dwarf roommate must suck. He knows.
He knows.
He
He
knows.
knows. All right.
And you can't even plug your ears as a dwarf.
On that note, they do have little dimorphism beyond the mammalian features. I'm not sure if we can. I think that still messes up our recommends if we go into detail on what I mean by that. But I think you can get the idea.
Everyone does.
Get the idea. But yeah, in other words, they're all buff and bearded. This is, for example, the princess. We know her. Kurtha is her name. You can check out our video. Always be plugging.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. But yeah, that applies. Extends to their social concepts of gender and such. Though they do pick up on it when they immersed in other cultures.
Mm.
Mhm.
So,
I see.
a female dwarf, in a human country, would want to look more feminine than in a dwarf.
She might, yeah.
Would she shave her beard?
No.
Depends on the individual.
I feel like they might just make their beard girly,
Yeah, I don't know. Put some
Probably.
Hold on, you can do some little
girly beard. Like some flowers.
little flowers in there. Look at that. Fabulous.
She's fabulous. She's
And
perfect.
here's where they mostly live, up here in the
Not a very traveled people, I
this
see.
sort of area. Well, this is around probably around the year 5,000. We've been discussing a little that as time goes on, they might get some kind of expand into more like this area, and then maybe even
So
a
they
little bit
finally,
a little bit of imperialism out and about, as one does.
in the year 5,400 or something around that time, they invent the travel agency. I see.
All right. Next up, we got the elves. They're very tall, Here we can.
They could be taller.
Oh, they're easily head above most humans. They I believe it's about 2 meters on average.
That's, oh my God, I feel like that's more than a head.
Well, you'll see it's a little bit more. You'll see. I've got,
Have you seen Shaq?
that's true. He's pretty
A
tall.
head above Shaq is pretty tall.
Some elves are taller, some are a little bit shorter. You know, some humans are taller, some are a little shorter. But yeah, generally speaking, they're pretty tall. They're also quite thin, lithe, if you will. They got the trademark pointy ears right there. They're a bit less dimorphism than humans. You know, you can see her over here, and then him down here. They're fairly similar, but not quite as little as dwarves. They're phenotypically diverse with many different ethnicities. You can see a few of them here.
Lots of ear types that is
Yeah,
hard
different,
to
little bit
represent.
different ear shapes, different skin colors, different hair colors. Their eyes are supposed to be monocolored like this, but we have been a little inconsistent on the depiction. But their most unique trait is their souls. So the elven soul can absorb energy from their environment, such as the plants and animals, which fuels their very long lifespans. They do eventually die of old age, but they can live for several centuries under the right conditions.
I would like to point out that that's propaganda. That's dwarven propaganda. They don't actually die. They never die. They're immortal.
They do die. So-called elven nationalist when an elf dies. Okay, to make this whole work though, their parents have to pass a portion of their own souls onto their children, and thus it takes them a while to have more. So while a lot of humans, you know, there's maybe like your siblings maybe like, you know, 2, maybe 3 years older. For an elf, it's like 5, 10, 20 years. You know, like there's a big gap. So that, you know, that reduces their population growth quite a bit.
So they like, how can I say this? Like somehow they regrow their soul or something like.
Yeah, it has to like heal afterwards.
Magic from other souls. So that's how they can recover their soul. But they have to spend it to have children, which, you know, noble sacrifice.
Noble sacrifice, you know. Look at this. Look at this joyous and happy child down here.
Little prick.
He is going to die in the hyperwar.
But it does form a supernaturally strong bond between family members, like to an almost like psychic level here, like not like quite
Just-
literal mind reading, but you know, like if you know they know what's up, and we have the map. This bit is subject to change once we work out some exact details. Bonus: vampires.
Ooh.
Not really a species.
These shitheads.
More of a disease or parasite thing. But they're based off the elves, which is why I've put them in here. They
are.
instead of passively absorbing soul energy, they you know, eat people.
They're a bit more proactive.
They are immortal and get similar powers. See our vampire video. Always be plugging. Here's our goblins. We've got this was our first artwork, which I've had to use because we did not have any other goblin art. Look at them go. Their little bike.
Such a cool artwork.
Okay, they're a bit weird. They're very short, little guys. They've got green skin, which is pretty weird. Don't see that a lot. And also,
Are they mammalian?
they are, yeah.
Oh.
They undergo a bit of a metamorphosis around mid-30s, sort of. They'll enter that says hibernation and begin to grow into goblins.
Whoa. What makes them hot?
They're a little bit bigger, as you can see here.
Mm.
A
That's
bit
a
closer in height
a
to
lot
me,
bigger.
you know. Yeah, he's quite a bit bigger. He gets stronger too. He's here. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
I thought you were drawing with bullets.
No, that's his muscles. He's jacked.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm an artist. I did mostly coloring, a little bit of shading. Usually lasts about 7 or 11 years, which leads to a lot of rebellions in newly conquered goblin lands. Suddenly, all these guys wake up and they're angry and ready to fight,
Very mad.
which has created a
Yeah.
persistent goblin population on the south coast, which you can see over here. Can't really get rid of them, so they're just all chilling there.
Have you tried hard enough, though?
Too much effort.
I feel like okay. So what if they're when they're all sleeping, you just go there and do the do?
Well, you'd have to find
mean,
them all.
Exactly.
That-
That's a lot of work.
They bury themselves, literally.
Yeah. They're pretty well hidden. Yeah, and then their
I see.
main populations in like this
So,
sort of
I
area.
haven't really interacted with the goblins before,
You
or
haven't done
read
much
about
goblin
them before,
stuff?
at least in Aufeyne. No. But as from like what I get from this is they go through a midlife crisis where they disappear and then they come back jacked.
Yeah,
Yes.
they go on.
Yeah,
a
that's about right.
Pretty much, yeah. pretty much.
Except that keeps happening.
Yeah, they get the forced divorce dad arc. Biologically mandated divorce dad arc.
Okay, next up we get into A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, the Halflings. These
My
guys,
beloved.
We did a
Halflings.
video on them recently, so we all in the same art style. How fancy.
Very
They're
nice.
beautiful.
They're the shortest of the hominids, that being dwarves, elves, halflings, and of course humans. Not quite as strong as dwarves, but they've got very big feet. You know, if you're into that sort of thing.
I mean, there's a reason for the big feet, though.
Don't.
There is. It helps them. It helps them to swim around because they live on a bunch of islands. We'll get to that later. So they have since spread to the mainland and to the southern continent, Atumahea. Always
Atumahea.
be plugin. But wait, there's more. They're also highly resistant to most toxins, which allows them to use a lot of poisons, little tasty treats. But that causes some problems for visitors. Not so good when you get the guests over. And they also have very large, complex social structures, able to sustain relationships with a lot of people. So they've got a lot of friends, know a ton of their family. You know, sometimes thousands of names. It really complicates their politics a little bit here. You know how it is.
I don't think it's that complicated. Like ZL.
Yeah.
Have you talked with Jeff? He knew a lot about this like 1,000 family thing. You talked with Jeff, right? Gertrude's daughter, and like her husband is Jeff. You know, right? Like, they're cousins of Liana. You know,
Fuck.
right? Okay, you don't know them? Okay, like
No,
they're
I can't.
they're
You know,
brothers,
I can't say I've ever met this Jeff fella. You know?
but they're
Oh,
brothers
wait.
with Jonathan.
No.
Okay,
don't
but
know
which
him.
Jonathan? Do you mean Big Jonathan or
No.
Little Jonathan?
Jonathan from South Africa, you know that one? Not Jonathan from Wyoming. I know, complicated, but it's the South African one. You know the one.
Honestly, can't say I do.
That's fair.
Everybody keep an eye out for the Halfling flight logs releasing soon.
Oh no!
No.
Okay. Down here, this is two.
It's a big word.
It's a big word.
We're gonna be here for a bit.
Just keep
There it is.
plugging.
Just
keep-
there we
Yeah.
go.
Just keep plugging. Just keep plugging.
Just keep-
Plugging.
And this is their main population up in the north, all the way up into these islands up here.
Wait, so
I finally-
I will need to
No?
say my piece. No, go back.
All right.
I still think the idea that the halfling bones taste really good is a banger of an
They
idea.
eat cyanide for fun. How could their bones taste good? It makes
That's
no
exactly
sense.
why they have all the cool spices in their system, and that changes the flavor of
Spicy
the bones.
bones.
Yes, I would like some
Spicy.
lead in my soup. No one says that, Arne.
Okay.
No one says that.
Look, there's cyanide in. Well, no, there's something in beans, right? It's just don't eat too much of the bones, okay? Just like eat, a few more here and
You're
there,
eating
every now and
bones.
then. You don't eat bones, you chew the bones, okay? Like, you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you almond flavored tea. I swear to God.
Humans.
Oh my god.
Most of our viewers are probably human. Shout out to any aliens, bots, miscellaneous furries.
We love our data scraping bots and miscellaneous furries. Shout out.
Shout out.
Represent.
Okay. They're one of the more populous and widespread species. And not only is that a thing nowadays, but it's been a thing for a very long time. Very long time. Humans are also known for their pattern recognition, which can be a little bit of a mixed bag. They're responsible for a lot of innovation. You know, they notice things other people might miss, but they also see things that not really there. Here we have our little nutso down here.
It's a little
I don't know. I
schizophrenic.
think he's perfectly reasonable. He knows what's going. He knows what's going on.
That's
He's
true.
on
You
to
know what?
something, yep.
This guy, same guy, I think.
Whoa!
I see.
I see the points.
Here we can see the humans. They're pretty, from all the way up here to all the way down here, and everything in between. Okay, next up we've got the Kobolds. Look at them.
Look at the boys.
They're probably the most popular species in the world, based on Form's rough estimate that one time.
Who is Form?
He is a guy that did an estimate of the populations that one time. He also did some of the art in the presentation. He's at the top. They're little lizard
Nice,
dragon
Lucy.
guys, you know. Look at them. That means they are reptiles with all the associated reptilian traits you'd expect. They're about the size of dwarves, not very tall. They've got tails that help them run around all crouched down. You know, can kind of go. They don't need to drink water as often as some other species because of their desert homes. They've got an especially strong stomach acid, so they can digest a lot of scraps, basically. You know, whatever they can get
The
their hands
bones
on.
we were talking about before. Can they eat halfling bones?
I would be concerned about the poisons.
But probably not good for them.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Dude.
They can also spit up their acid, projectile vomit in your face, and burn your eyes. Don't mess with them. Not great. I have to imagine. They're sculptors. That's a kind of wizard. Often will magically graft themselves wings to try and resemble dragons, because they're pretty big fans.
They have a bit of inferiority complex.
Bit of an inferior. They're often
I mean-
you'll see they overlap a lot with where the dragons were.
I mean, they're both reptiles, so I guess I can see why.
A lot of the Kobold kingdoms have like dragon monarchs, especially around
I
this
see, I
area.
see. Are the kobolds actually just reptiles, or are they mammals that sort of
No, they're
became like
reptiles.
reptiles?
Reptiles.
By
Yeah.
mammals, I mean, are they humans that became like
No,
humanoids?
no.
rather?
They're
No. Okay.
lizard first, then the guy. Okay, then we have the Meteortodes.
What the fuck are these?
They are aliens from space.
Oh, it's like some of our viewers.
No, yeah,
We're
you can say
on
that.
to you. We're on to you. They're divided into 3 main castes. There's the queens. This thing. They lay the eggs.
You can't just call her a thing.
I'm sorry. Here, I'll give her a little.
She's a banana. She is literally a banana.
I'll give her a gift
Yeah.
to compensate. Right there.
There you go.
Also, I will say in the presentation you referred to these males as little tiny guy. I will say that is way above average. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, right.
No,
Insane.
yeah.
They fertilize the eggs. And then you have the drones, which are, most of them, that's these 2 down here. I've got a scale. There's a thing at the end where you'll see them all in scale. They are smaller than a human. They do all the work. And they have super duper mega death poison, which is a protein thing. Yes,
Prion. It's a prion.
right.
Prions. I don't know what that is.
Prion? I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
Yeah, we don't know.
For all the 5 people who have taken a biology class among our viewers,
Arne,
Me.
how do you pronounce it?
Yeah. Good question. Look, dude,
That's
it's
so
just a word, right? You can go either way.
Fair enough.
It's-
Okay, they are amphibious, thriving in marshy or swampy environments where they grow a strange fungus thing, They caused a bit of an apocalyptic war when they arrived. That lasted for a few centuries. And ended when they were imbued with souls from the ancient magic machine on the moon.
I feel like we should have mentioned that at the start of the video.
Yeah,
It was
kind of
alluded to. Now there's just a few pockets left, which you can see here
Well,
and what
this
over
might change a little.
here.
But, you know-
Subject to some tweaks, but this is your general idea.
Mhm.
Then we've got the Naga snakes.
Snakes.
They're very big, second largest after dragons, with the female ones there, bit bigger than the male ones. So you can see there. So they're very big snakes. Look, I've got artistic skill. Okay. They've got they're basically snakes, but they do have arms. You can see, and they're wizards. Snakes descend from like lizards and stuff, so you often see Naga wizards that have a little more rah, couple of extra arms. Though we don't have any art of those yet. They're also pretty diverse. You can see over here. They come in a lot of shapes, a lot of colors, such as the aquatic Naga of the east, who are they swim, and also more, but those are the ones that are most developed right now.
You can tell who the theater kid of them is.
He's proud.
Fabulous.
He's there.
Okay. In part due to the low populations, they tend for communal egg clutches, often by area and social class. All the nobles and so
All the
forth.
rich eggs.
Yeah.
All the rich eggs in one place.
As
Wow.
such, they don't really have a parent-child relationship so much. They tend more for like a sibling bond with all the eggs from the one nest.
I mean,
And they also trend matriarchal.
This also means that they don't really have the same idea of private property as the rest of us, because everything's done communally. Just depends on how big the community is.
Yeah. They're only about a third of the population in a lot of their lands because they are very big, very hungry. So they often get other species to do all the peasant work. You don't want to be picking apples. It's a waste of her time. Look at this. This is better things
Prime
to do.
specimen. She should be picking apples.
Yeah. And here you can see where these are the aquatic Naga over here, a little bit separated from the rest of them. And here's the rest of them.
The rest of them.
Yeah.
They
The rest-
love making cast systems.
And then we get to the orcs. We got the orc machads over here. Jay drew them with those chiseled jawlines, and I'm not sure why, but there you go.
To be fair, it wasn't like SJ that did the sketch and then I just did the line work.
I don't.
Possibly.
I don't. I know.
I think you- I
colored
think
them,
it was
but I'm
that.
not. I think
I just did the line work and this one, yeah.
okay, they are the
the
people
real
of
chat is the guy on the left.
He's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
The people of
Yeah.
the far north, known for their diverse skin coloration, as you can see here. They come in a lot of colors.
Is it
your
green?
greens and grays sort of more common, and then these are sort of most common up here. A little bit most common, a little bit less common, a little bit less common, and so on. They get their men are notably taller than their women, but otherwise they're very similar. On the tusks there.
You reckon they can change their skin color? Like chameleons.
I don't. It might change a little, but I don't know, like you wouldn't go from like this to like this, but you might go from like this to like this. They've got relatively, you can see here, short legs given their height, so they're a bit slower than you'd expect, but that's not exactly slow, and they are strong as hell. They will beat the shit out of you. Look at this guy. He's gonna mess you up.
Nah, I'd win.
If you put an orc and a polar bear in like an arena, who wins?
I think it depends if the orc has a pointy stick or not.
Well,
Pointy stick, I gotta give it to him. That's pretty good. No pointy stick, eh.
Can 50
50-50?
orcs beat one gorilla? I guess one polar bear in this instance.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, this dude is. He will mess you up.
There's no way 50 orcs are losing against the gorilla. I mean, I think even 50 humans could beat a gorilla.
I think even like 5 orc. I think even like 2 or 3 orcs could be a gorilla. You know, they're big.
Yeah.
have you considered though? What if they were babies?
That would be so great. Who would win? 50 orc-sized gorillas or 50 gorilla-sized orcs?
Nothing changed.
Okay, and here you can see them in, the north.
The map is a bit lying
There's a
bit,
projection thing going on here where this is not quite as much as it seems, but north.
all the distortion.
Yes. I know. We can project this map onto a globe in post.
Oh gosh!
I have
so much work.
I have power over you, Ento,
No,
Mr. Editor here.
no.
Okay, and that brings us to the Saui, which were alluded to earlier. Specifically, we'll start with the high Saui, which are trees. Big trees. Like,
Are you trying a tree?
no, I'm drawing a little
you're
little
trying a
man for
human.
scale. They are intelligent and are very powerful wizards, but they're still trees. They're rooted to the ground. Can't exactly get up and walk around when you're, this big. They spread by propagule and rely on the Saui apes. Guess what the next slide is? To manage their vast ecosystems, conquer territory, and so
They
on.
are effectively giant, racist, evil mangroves.
Yes. They control the apes through a mix of magical fruit, withdrawal from which causes the apes to lose their intelligence. A little bit of a dependency there.
It's not that they lose their intelligence.
Well, no, it's the symptom, We get into it. We get into it. Coming up later. Plus, they have enchanted mind-controlling flowers for when you want to get a little more direct.
It's not exactly mind control, hey, maybe that'll be a video we make.
Something down the road.
Yeah.
They form gigantic mangrove swamps that can sprawl over truly massive distances. That brings us to the Saui apes. You can see the
monkeys.
flower there. They're little monkeys. This guy's got quite the
Soulful
looker.
eyes.
Quite the looker.
He's got quite soulful eyes.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
I will say I do. Seeing it all side by side, the newest art style is growing on me. I will admit.
It's very great.
Yeah, they are apes, closely related to chimps and bonobos. You can see the resemblance, I'm sure. They are the vast forces of the trees. And if they are separated from the trees, they can become free of their influence, but that is hard to do. See our Oshell video. Always be plugin. Living in their swampy environments, that has given them some immunity, or at least resistance to a lot of diseases, your malarias and so forth. Which they do sometimes weaponize, a little bit of a biological warfare going on. But otherwise, they are mostly just apes.
The trees sometimes do a little gene editing here and there of the centuries, but nothing major.
A little bit of biological warfare. As a treat,
Yeah, something to mention is that the trees, when they, go to a place, they sort of overwrite the entire ecology there and grow over it and, change it to fit their needs, slowly turning the entire place into a giant mangrove.
Yes. All right. And next up, they got a bit of a thing going on with the elves. And then also they've kind of spread along the islands all the way over here. Then we have the Tesso. Rats. They're pretty cute little guys. Look at this little family. Aren't they?
You're so
He's got a little
cute.
tree. They've got traits from many different rodents. You know, ears and floofy tails and little pointy
They're really
snouts.
fluffy.
Yeah. They've got an extremely high birth rate. You know, lots of twins, triplets, etc. But that does lead to, it's not all great. Here, hold on.
No.
Aw.
I can't imagine those dead. No.
No. Oh, it's sad.
Oh,
And that
that's
creates
depressing.
a strong competition for limited resources, which breeds a sense of individualism. They can get quite cutthroat, and they do have a little bit of a natural propensity for animation magic, which helps them with taming lots of animals, which they use to offset some of their small size. You'll see later that they are really small. So, they sometimes need big dog to go and fight stuff for them. Also, the females don't smell. I don't know how else to work that in. No stink.
Wait, what do you mean they don't smell?
I mean, this guy. Here, hold on.
Do they got no sweat?
We got a
They
stinky guy, and then here we got
They sweat, not stanky?
no stink. Stink?
No
Yes.
stink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how else to. That's just something that's yeah. We haven't done too much with them yet. We're good into it. We're good into it. Here they are. They're in the south down here. They are often those little farm workers for all the Naga kings and so forth. Next up, our last species is the Darken. Best I can do. No art for these guys yet. Name is also subject to change. They're still being worked on. Art was not finished on time. I was promised art. Art was not finished on time. But they are centipede creatures. They live underwater. They dwell in an underground sea that is heavily saturated with etheric magical energy, and possess some seemingly instinctual magical talent, which they use to, probably unintentionally, give themselves sapience long ago. And then they also, reshape their faces to, hold on, I'll give them some. They vary greatly in size, also probably due to the magic. That's about it for now. More to come, I hope. And that brings us to the big lineup. Here they all are, roughly scaled. Here we have the dragon, very big in the back. The Naga, very large as well. And the sort of your Kobolds, Saui, Dwarves, Halflings, all about the same size. Meteortoad looks small here, but do remember they are, like worms. So if he was all stretched out, he'd be more like something more like this. You have the Goblin and the Tesso down here, little guys. And then you have your humans and your Hobgoblins, then your Orcs and your Elves. Then the Ancient off to the side, possibly not in scale. No one's really sure. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see.
Like and subscribe!
Like and
Just
subscribe.
keep plugging. Just keep plugging.
Just keep plugging.
Okay. So here we go. Fuck.
Did you forget it? Like and subscribe, guys.
I forgot already.